Hey everyone, I'm back. Happy Saturday. And for today's video, I decided to do a sit down video and chat with you guys about how to be cautious as a consumer in the fitness industry. Because right now I've noticed a few things come up on my feeds through YouTube, through Instagram, through talking with other people that, oh my gosh, there are some red flags out there. And I just want to talk to you about that as something that you guys can think of as a little bit of a disclaimer when you are looking at other people's advice and their information and what they are stating and or selling to the market. And so that's why I decided to create this little video of a rundown of some things that I feel like as a person who is studying in this field at the moment. I am getting my bachelor's in exercise science, and I have been doing fitness, living a very active lifestyle since 2007. I did 10 years of MMA, and then in 2017 I retired from MMA and started going to the gym and doing a weightlifting, powerlifting type of workout. I am not a power lifter, I'm not a competitor, but I do try to stay active and live a very well-balanced and healthy lifestyle. And now I'm in school to get the education to help me learn the why and the how about everything that I do. So that's where I stand in the fitness realm. And again, I just wanted to create this little video just to inform you guys, just so you guys can be open-minded and at least a little bit curious about some information that's being shared, which we'll probably find out in this video is not entirely correct. Again, I just want to put this disclaimer out there. Please look at everything and do everything with caution. You don't want to hurt yourself just because you see someone doing something that you know you can't do, but because they're doing it, you want to try it out. Please take it slow, be mindful, know your body, know your limitations, and know what you are able to achieve. And one more thing I want to mention is that I am not bashing on anyone specifically in this video. I'm just talking about multiple things that I've seen through different people, and I'm just addressing different topics. I am not coming after anyone specifically. I'm just here to relay information that I feel like could be necessary. So the number one thing that I want to talk to you guys about is target spot reduction. So that is not true. That is a myth. You cannot target specific body areas to lose fat. And the reason why is because our body wasn't created to be able to isolate areas that you want to tone up or lose fat. The body was created to shed fat on a whole body level. So doing exercises that say
shedding lower abdominal fat
or
shedding tricep fat or
something along those lines are not entirely accurate, because you cannot target spot reduction on your body. When it comes to losing weight, you are going to lose weight throughout the whole body, and you are unable to target a specific area. And now for females, I know that we as females carry a lot of our fat in our lower abdominal area, and the reason for that is how we are biologically created, because we were created to give birth to children, and we have fat in that area because that's where our child is being created within those 9 to 10 months of pregnancy. And so that is why we store and hold fat predominantly in that area. It's because that we were created to do an amazing thing, to house a child within us and give birth to a child. As for a man, he doesn't carry fat in that area because he wasn't created to hold and house children within him. So that is one thing I do want to keep in mind for women who are trying to lose body fat in that area. One, you can't target spot that area of fat. And two, we were created to have fat in that area solely, well, not solely, but one of the reasons why is because we get pregnant and we have children that grow inside of us. So that's the first thing I want to say, is that you cannot target spot reduction, body fat. It all happens together through a caloric deficit. Now, the second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is specifically for females. If you decide to start lifting weights, you will not get a manly appearance. Your body will not be shaped as a man. And the reason for that is because the reason why a man can grow and have such huge muscles is because of his testosterone levels. Us as females, we do have a slight bit of testosterone, but not enough to make us appear to look like a man. That's just not how we were created. And of course, there are some women out there that people will say, well, Gina, she sort of looks like a man. Well, 9 times out of 10, she might be taking steroids to get that figure. Or if she does have that more masculine figure, it could possibly be her genetics, how she trains, what's her nutrition like, and it could be very tailored to her to get that physique. Otherwise, all the other women, we don't have a lot of testosterone inside of us, so we will not be getting that manly, bulky physique. We will grow, we will have our muscles, but it's not going to make us look like a man. And if someone does say, hey, you look sort of like a man, you can slap that person in the face because they are ignorant, and that is not a very nice thing. And plus, what they're stating is 100% false. Women will not turn into a man by lifting weights. Number 3. If you are looking at content, specifically a YouTube video or even an Instagram post, but I see it more with YouTube videos that say, get abs in 2 weeks, tone up in 2 weeks, lose this body part of fat in 17 days. That is not true. And now I know a lot of us know that, but there is a small percentage of people who don't know that and don't realize that just because you're doing a specific workout every single day and not changing the other external factors that could be contributing to your physique will not allow you to obtain the physique that you are looking for. So if you see a video or even an Instagram post that states if you do these workouts and this X amount of days, you are going to look like this, they are entirely false. It's not really going to happen to you. It's not the most educational content being shared. I bet the workouts are still good, but it's just the way they marketed that workout specifically that they're trying to catch people who don't understand or realize that that's false information. And then that person can do the workout. Next thing you know, 2 weeks go by, they don't have that 6-pack tone abs that they saw on the cover photo, and they'll be upset. And then that can cause a mental cycle of, am I not good enough? What did I go wrong? Am I not someone who's allowed to have this body type? Can I not have abs? They just go through a down spiraling mental cycle, which isn't healthy. And that is something to take note of, is if you see that type of content, please be wary that you will most likely 9 times out of 10 not get that body physique without changing other external factors like your nutrition, your sleep, your stress, your mindset, and the other forms of health and wellness, which if you're curious about that, link in the description of my video. So that's just something I wanted to tell you guys, is don't heavily believe the captions and the titles of videos and Instagram posts, because they are doing it for a marketing standpoint to get views and to get likes and to see if they can get promoted. And maybe the information they are sharing is not really as valuable as you think that it is as the consumer who's trying to get that physique. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys is about HIIT workouts. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. And right now, HIIT workouts are a little bit of the fad. It's what everyone's doing because HIIT workouts are beneficial for people who don't have a lot of time on their hands and they need a really quick, high intensity workout to get a little bit of exercise in, and it's something that they thoroughly enjoy doing. However, a lot of the HIIT workouts that you see on Instagram and on YouTube are actually just circuits. They're circuit training. They're just a bunch of workouts that you do one after the other that aren't technically HIIT, and you're still working out, you're still moving your body, and it's still a lot of benefits, but people are marketing them as HIIT because they know HIIT is a fad term at the moment, and no one's really going to look at their content if it's called circuit training. So I just want you guys to know that. And what technically makes a HIIT workout is you're using 75 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. So that means you really have to be moving really hard and with intensity and with intention and with purpose at that extreme, almost in my opinion, athletic level to be doing an accurate HIIT workout. So if you see some people who are moving a little bit slow, or their movement's not as fast, or they're doing a workout where it's just, where's the intensity in that? Then their workout's not considered a HIIT workout. Also, if you see someone lying on their back, that is not a HIIT workout because you're not really moving with that much intensity, and your heart rate can drop a little bit when you're laying down. So just be mindful of the content that you are consuming if it says HIIT workout, because most likely it's not a HIIT workout, it's just a circuit training, and the person who shared the circuit marketed it as HIIT because they know they're going to get more views and more likes on that specific post. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is losing weight. I know a lot of us out there would really like to lose some weight or shed a little bit of body fat. Let's see if you can drop your body fat percentage. And the number one thing that will always work when it comes to losing weight is being in a caloric deficit. Now that's something that I've talked about on my Instagram at Stuff Gina Does, if you guys are interested in more about a caloric deficit through my Instagram. So what a caloric deficit is you eat less than what you're burning. You eat less than your maintenance calories. Maintenance calories is defined how much you can eat without gaining or losing weight. So you stay at that same weight. So let's, for example, you are 140 pounds and your maintenance calories is 200 calories. So that means you can eat around 200 calories, give or take, and you will not gain or lose any weight. So to be in a caloric deficit, you would have to decrease your caloric intake less than 2,000. People recommend 500 calorie drop per day. Some people say it's a little bit more, it's a little bit less. Just listen to your body and hear what your body has to say if you are choosing to lower your calories. But with that being said, a caloric deficit is the only way and the most healthy way, in my opinion, to lose weight at a rate that is steady, healthy, and sustainable. Now, there are a lot of people who market different type of eating lifestyles. Oh, here's Lexi. Hi, baby. Just in case you guys saw her for Lexi's with me. Different type of eating lifestyles that people are saying works best for losing weight. You have to remember those type of eating lifestyles are taking away certain food groups or decreasing the portion sizes, in the sense that you are in a caloric deficit. You're just giving it another name that's not caloric deficit. A little joke that I like to think about is, let's say you're talking to someone and that person's name is Shane. And Shane tells you, hey, I want to let you know I started the keto diet. I took out the carb group and now I'm losing weight. And I'll tell Shane, oh, good job. So you're in a caloric deficit then. Good for you. And he says, no, Gina, I'm doing keto. So you see right there, all the dietary plans and dietary lifestyles that suggest to take out a certain food group or to take out whatever, you are mainly in a caloric deficit. And to do those type of more intense dieting lifestyles, I would recommend making sure that it's sustainable for you and that you are able to do it long term. A lot of those type of diet fads are created and then people aren't able to maintain or sustain that eating style, and they end up binge eating and creating this form of mental cycle of eating and how they see themselves, and then they don't think they're able to do it. But in my opinion, if they were able to just do a caloric deficit, keeping the food that they enjoy, keeping the food that they like in their diet, and just decreasing it or portion sizing it, then they would be a much happier person, in my opinion. So with that being said, a caloric deficit is the only way to lose weight, and don't solely and heavily rely on fad diets to get you to that point in your dieting weight loss journey, because 9 times out of 10 you probably won't be able to maintain it. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is waist trainers. Waist trainers are a myth. Waist trainers are real, but the purpose of a waist trainer is not actually that beneficial for you. You are doing more harm than good, and you really aren't learning any sustainable, healthy habits by tying something to your waist. Now, I do see some bodybuilders use it, and they are using it for their own programs, for their own prep, for their own reasons because they're trying to get into extreme low body fat percentage and trying to be the leanest. So they have their own reason for doing those type of workouts with a waist trainer. I'm talking about your average Joe who thinks they need to use a waist trainer when in reality they don't. Waist trainers, they can hurt your internal organs. They're not creating sustainable habits for you. And what happens when you get to the desired weight that you're at? You've done nothing but wear something that it will be easy for you to go back to the weight that you started at because, again, you didn't create those small little habits to help you maintain that weight loss. So that's why waist trainers, they're not that good. They're just a marketing scam, in my opinion. Next thing I want to talk about are meal plans. So technically, meal plans are only legally allowed to be given through a RD, aka registered dietitian. So if someone's creating meal plans that aren't an RD, they're technically doing it illegally. And plus, I'm not a huge fan of meal plans to begin with because meal plans aren't really teaching you how to eat without being told what to do. So what a meal plan is, it tells you, hey, you need to be eating this and you have to have this at a certain time. And it's just specifically telling you what to eat and when to eat and all that jazz. And what happens when you leave that meal plan? You haven't really learned anything. You didn't learn, okay, this is what my body enjoys. This is what I can do. Here are some substitutes if I can't eat this. It's like having the answers to a test. As for someone who does macro tracking or intuitive eating, they are able to understand their body's wants and needs through their hunger signals and understand themselves a little bit more than having a meal plan, which technically is illegal if it's given to you from someone who's not a registered dietitianist. The last thing that I do want to mention is just be mindful of the people that you are soaking up their content and or purchasing their programs from, because a lot of people I've heard and seen buy products from an individual solely based on their looks and their physique and not so much on the content that they are sharing. So remember, this is your money, probably your hard-earned money, and be wary of who and what you're purchasing. I know I can't tell you directly who to buy products from, but I'm just saying this as advice. Don't solely rely your idea to purchase the specific person's products solely because of their physical appearance, because they might look good, they might have been able to do something that works for them, but they don't understand how to apply it to other people who don't have the same genetic makeup as themselves. So that's my last thing that I want to tell you guys, is just be careful of who you're looking at, who you're buying your products from, because maybe that individual possibly does not have the knowledge to help others, and they're doing it more for marketing purposes, for lack of better words. Now I've said everything that I wanted to say to a person who could be, or to you as the consumer who will probably purchase products or view other people's fitness content, and now you can be able to see, okay, is this really a hit workout? Okay, am I really going to get abs in 2 weeks? Oh, darn. That person's selling a meal plan and they are not a registered dietitian. So really, that's what I want for you guys to do, is just be mindful of the content that you are looking at and you are gaining information from. And I'm not saying everyone's bad, and I'm not saying everyone's trying to get you and use their marketing purposes to make money and everything. There are a lot of genuine people out there in the fitness and the health and wellness industry who really care about their consumers, who really care about their clients and the people who take their information in. I'm just saying the small percentage of people who do know that fitness at the moment is a little bit of a booming industry, and they're trying to take part of it without doing the right amount of research to really support what they're stating and what they're sharing. I just really want you guys to be mindful of the content that you are viewing on any social media platform and the person that you could be watching at the gym, because there are some crazy gym goers out there, let me tell you that. So again, thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. I do want to say one last thing. So I know I have my martial arts self-defense series that I have on my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, I have 4 episodes out. And At the moment, I'm not able to bring in other people on my channel to showcase how the moves can be seen with a partner or with someone coming after you or coming at you. At the moment, I only have a bag. Yet I still want to share more content with you guys. So if you guys are okay with me just sharing self-defense content in the form of talking, or me trying to showcase the moves to the best of my ability with only having myself in the video, if you guys are okay with that, let me know down in the comments below. I will gladly start creating more martial art content for you guys. The only reason I took a pause is because I don't really have someone to work with, and I was getting a few comments saying that they'd like to see other people in my videos. Unfortunately, I can't do that. But again, if you guys are interested in that type of content, even though it will just be me in the video, comment down below, let me know, and I'll get those videos out for you. So again, thank you guys all for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. One more time, thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. I know Lexi really appreciates it. She loves being in front of the camera. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.